History of Sri Raghavendra Swami. Birth: Sri Raghavendra Swami was born as Sri Venkatanath Venkataramana, the second son of Sri D. Himana Bhatta and Smt. Gopikambi on Thursday, Suklanavami of Falguna month, in 1595, when the moon was in Mri Gasras Hanaksabeta, at Bhu Vinaya Giri, near present-day Chidambrana in Tamil Nadu. Sri Thimana Bhatta was the son of Sri Kanakachola Bhatta and the grandson of Sri Krishna Bhatta, a Veena scholar in the court of King Krishnadeva. Sri T. Himana Bhatta and his wife, Smt. Gopikamba, had a son, Guru Rajacharya, and a daughter. Venkataka Mba Sri Venkanabhatta was also called Venkatanathi or Venkatacharya in honor of Sri Venkateshwar at Tirupati, with whose blessings he was considered to have been born, to his parents for their devotion and diligence towards the deity. Early life: Sri Venkatanath proved to be a very brilliant scholar from a very young age, who learnt to play the veena very proficiently thanks to his father and grandfather. After his father's demise, Venkatakanatha was brought up by his brother Sri Guru Rajabhatta and completed the initial portion of his education under his brother-in-law, Lakshmi Narasimhacharya's guidance in Madarud. Marriage: after his return from Madarud in 1614, Sri Venkatakanatha married Smt. Saraswathi Bai in the same year and had a son, Sri Lakshmi Narayanacharya. After his marriage, Sri Venkatakanatha went to Kumbhakonan, where he studied the Dwatyadvaita Veda and Thaya, grammar and literary works under his guru. Sri said he and Radhi Erdhasri Venkatakanatha was already very well versed in Bhashai, as and consistently prevailed over renowned and reputed scholars, irrespective of the complexity of the debates. He was an ardent devotee of Sri Mu, Waraman and Sri and Kamukamukavan or feared, and the five-faced form of Hanuman Panka meaning five, Mukha meaning faces. He spent a large part of his Purvatayas teaching Sanskrit and the ancient Vedic texts to children. He never demanded any money for his services and endured a life of poverty along with his wife and son. They went without food several times a week. On occasion his wife did not have change of clothes. This forced her daily change of wear to be dependent on when the clothes dried. She would wear one half the saree, wait for the other one half to dry and wrap it around her. But he was so devoted in his quest for a higher spiritual plane that these obstacles never deterred his faith in the Lord. Purvi Ashram miracles once, while he was touring Kumbhakonan along with his wife, Sri Venkatakanatha and his family were invited to attend a function. Unfortunately, the hosts did not treat him well and wanted him to earn his food by running a chore. So they asked him to make some sandalwood paste for all the invitees. Sri Venkatakanatha, per his habit, was chanting stotras and mantras while preparing sandalwood for tilakaya. When the guests applied this paste, it induced a burning sensation all over their bodies. Surprised by this, the host sought a clarification from Venkatakanatha. He replied that the burning sensation was due to the Agni Suktam hymn for the worship, as defined in the esoteric Vedas, that he was chanting while preparing sandalwood, and thus eternal power of Vedic mantras revealed itself. This happens only when chanted with absolute dedication and devotion. The power is enhanced since it was chanted by someone as virtuous and devoted to Bhagwan and Hari as himself. Upon realizing his devotion and power, the host apologized profusely to Sri Venkatakanatha and sought his forgiveness. Sri Venkatakanatha then prepared the paste again, but chanted the Vedic mantra to Varuna Vedic crane gods this time. It has been recorded that when the guests supplied this paste, they were awash with a sense of being drenched in rainwater, reaffirming Sri Venkatakanatha's power of devotion, ordination into SNE as Guru Raghafer, and thus while his life was spent in the worship of God and service of humanity. The wonderful powers that one can attain with His grace. Right knowledge Nana is greater than any miracle. Without this no real miracle can take place. Any miracle performed without this right knowledge is only sorcery. No good will comes to those who perform such miracles and also those who believe in them. Have devotion to the Lord. This devotion should never be blind faith. Accepting the Lord's supremacy wholeheartedly is true devotion. Blind faith is not devotion. It is only stupidity. We should have devotion not only for the Lord, but also for all other deities and preceptors in keeping with their status. After this speech, Sri Raghavendra entered the Brindavan AA specially constructed for him with stone brought from Madhavara village, near Mankala. Per his advice these stones were sanctified by Lord Rama, Sita and Lakshmana's footsteps when they visited the village during Treta Yuga. He had advised his disciples to start arranging slabs, and once the yapamala rolling by fingers in his hand becomes still, he began reciting the Pranavai mantra and slipped into deep samadhi. Once his yapamala became still, his disciples arranged the slabs up to his head and then, as per his earlier instructions, then they placed the covering slab over it and filled it with earth. They poured 12,000 vara has Abhishek AA over the Brindavan AA that they had built. Thus Sri Raghavendra Swami attained Jiva Samadhi on Dwat a day of Srivana Krishna Paksha in 1671. This date is celebrated each year as Sri Raghavendra Swami Aradhana at Brindavan AA all over the world. The Raghavendra Mutt in Mantralayam, housing his Brindavan AA, is visited by thousands of devotees every year.